All right, welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. And let me tell you something, we got a great show for you tonight. This is one we've done. This is our seventh time to do this show, but it is one that we gladly do because it is for the greatest cause you ever can imagine. And we've got Rick Wood on here. Let's widen out and introduce our guest. We've got Rick Wood with us. Rick Wood is a judge, but he's also a great fisherman. And he's also has a big heart for kids. And I tell you what, he's not alone. Clay Jordan over there right beside him. Clay, thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate you having me.
Rick, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for inviting us.
But Clay, you're kind of the director of his passion, and that is to help kids. And we're talking about the Carl Perkins, 7th annual Carl Perkins Bass Classic out at Perryville Marina. And being that I fished it last year, boy, can I give them a great testimony on a great tournament. Thank you guys for being on the show, though. We appreciate it. And like we said, all this tournament is for the Carl Perkins Abused Children's Home and Abused Children Program that you are a director of.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? I mean, and then we'll tell them about the tournament. Okay?
Absolutely. Of course, the Carl Perkins Center is a child advocacy center, one of about 18 in West Tennessee. Decatur County being the smallest southwest Tennessee county that we have. Last year in our small center alone, we served 499 individuals out of
499 kids.
Individuals, 340 of those children. And
340 of them.
And we work with both children and non-offending adults. Working with children who there's been cases of abuse or identified as at risk of abuse. And this tournament is such a big part of what we do. Every program we offer for children and families is free of charge. There's no cost to them. The part on us is we raise the funds.
We raise the funds as fishermen.
That's exactly
We're
right.
out there having a great time. We don't mind throwing in a couple of bucks here and there for the kids.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And Rick, this is I know you personally. I've known you for years. And Rick takes this personal. He has got a personal a thing about helping kids, and you've just been a big advocate of helping kids your whole entire life.
Well, those are kind words to say, but to put on this tournament, it takes a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Clay and several others. I mean, we have probably close to 50, 60 people have put this tournament on, and we have some of the best people, and they all come out and they're volunteers.
That's right.
Just like these fishermen, they come in and, we do give a lot of prize money out, and a lot of products are given out. But, you talk to these fishermen, they're here to support these kids. And
that's right.
What, to the person, they will tell you that. And I think that's why this tournament has grown in 7 years. We started out with 78 boats, and we're probably going to look at 150, 175 boats this year.
Oh,
if not more.
If not more.
And we must be doing something right, and to set. And it's a good tournament. It's a good run tournament. You fished in it last year, and
I can't wait to tell these tournament anglers around here that you have never been to as well of run tournament as you guys run. I'm telling you, I let Joy was in the boat. Y'all even helped her undo the buckles, everything, the motor, everything was undone. I never hardly had to get out of the driver's seat of the truck. I backed it down under the direction they would tell you, come straight back, a little left, a little right, but it was well lit up. Launched the boat. You gave me a designated area to go park. She went around and met us at the deal. But I never took 5 human steps till I got picked up by a golf cart that took me straight to my boat. I stepped 5 times on grass and I was picked up. You just don't understand. That was so well run.
Thank you.
Even all the anglers I got to talk to, a lot of them I've known for years and years that were there, but a lot of them were new friends that I just met. Every one of us was going, wow, this is the way to run a tournament.
Well,
you felt like a king. I mean, you really felt appreciated.
Well, we try to satisfy our fishermen, and we want them to come back, and they're the best advocates for this tournament we got.
But y'all had manufacturer reps inside. They were willing to talk, and I'm talking about at 4 o'clock in the morning. They were willing to talk. Now you tell me a rep that gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning willing to talk.
That's true. That's true.
But they were there.
And Hugh, you hit a good point there. So y'all felt appreciated. The reason that is because you guys are appreciated.
It was
And,
awesome.
And we fully understand how important you guys are to this tournament. We want to do everything we can to accommodate the guys that are fishing, and of course we've learned a lot over the years, and we try to improve each and every year, and hopefully we're doing that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest with everybody. I thought, well, Perryville Marine. I looked at it in a map, and it had a small canal that you went out of. I thought, now how are we gonna do this? But I'm gonna tell you something. Never once did anybody have any trouble whatsoever. Everybody went out single file.
Yeah.
They had a number. You fell right in line, and everybody launched as soon as they got out of there, out of the speed buoys. They went on about their merry way, and it was the same way when they came back. It was all single file. Nobody had any trouble. No honking. No getting upset with one another. It was all perfectly run. Even in the middle. Now last year was a monsoon. I mean, it was a storm and a half. But you guys ran it with perfection.
We do appreciate that very much.
Well, I'm telling you, just everybody, the ladies, all there
Yeah.
did an awesome job. They kept us with food and coffee and biscuits was all given. Everything was just well run.
Well, there's not many tournaments you come to where you get complimentary breakfast is served. It's just so accommodating, and we try to do that. We don't want you to put out a lot of effort, until you get out in the water and fish. When you come back, we know these guys are tired, and we try to help them. And when you get into the weigh-in area, it's the same way.
Now I got lost. I did. I got lost. I got to admit that I'm one of those guys that I don't need a map.
Well, we're putting a boat in front of you and one behind you this time, so you're going to make it to the weigh-in
Make
area.
sure I get there. But I understand it was just like a BASS Elite Series.
Well, we think
weigh-in.
it is. You pull up to the. It's in a fairgrounds building, it's air conditioned, so you can sit out in the audience and watch the whole tournament.
That's right.
And you pull up to a door, and they help you get your fish out, and you walk in and walk across the stage and go out the other door. You take maybe 10 steps and go park your boat. I mean,
That's the way to be.
We think it's one of the better tournaments on the lake.
I have to say it is.
know.
Now, Perryville Marine, a lot of guys here in the Nashville area might not know exactly where that is, but that's just south of New Johnsonville. It's not that far either.
It's south of New Johnsonville.
South of Cuba Landing.
That's right.
And,
I always tell people, and I'm getting calls all over the country where it is. A lot of people are familiar with Kentucky Lake.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause it's one of the best bass fishing lakes
yeah.
in the country. And I tell them it's about halfway between Paris Landing and Pickwick.
Yep, it is.
And it's pretty close.
It is.
And but if you come across I-40, from Nashville,
It's what, 12, 13 miles?
12,
I believe?
13 miles from,
12, 13 miles
get off
from
interstate.
I-40. And so it's not very far.
And it's easy to find.
It's easy to find.
You don't have any problems finding it. So,
If I could find it, anybody
well,
could.
that's true. I agree with you there.
Well, I tell you what, it was awesome. We're going to talk more about it, but right now we're going to take a break. Is that right, Andrew? All right, we're going to take a quick break and visit some of our fine sponsors that help make this show possible. So, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Carl Perkins Bass Classic. Hurry back to more Southern Woods and Water.